So I would like to introduce you to Orzek 1980. I'm paused here because it all kicks off in the next like 20 seconds or so. Brand new account, 190 battles, and I don't know how you can be this blatant and be this terrible. Probably because the way he plays is he shoots at everything from across the map. But you can see, 60, 60, 60, $60 vehicle. So if it's a proper math correctly, $240 at least USD or whatever the exposure, the purchased accounts are, which is still probably I think I've seen accounts like these for around 60, 80 bucks. So there's, like I said, some sort of conversion issue. I have no idea how they do it. All I know is that Gaijin's losing out on a crap ton of money, and they aren't fixing it. I don't think it's entirely a Gaijin issue. I think it's an issue with the Zala or whatever purchasing company that they use. In reality, it's still stupid. You can see right there he was tabbed out, and all of a sudden he's going to start snapping from person to person. And you'll see, I could speed it up here. You'll just see how, like, oh yeah, that's totally legit looking. And you'll realize why he's such a bad record, because he does this. And I don't need to explain how stupid it is that this is, like, completely fine according to Gaijin. The general nonsense is obviously that he's blatantly cheating, and yeah. 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 Bro is so indecisive of his shooting. He's already wasted 60 rounds, and he has 2 kills. He's still not able to kill this guy. Like, brother. Yeah. I don't really need to say much on this because of how stupid it is. The one thing I will bring up is that a lot of people in my comment section are claiming that there's a ton of cheaters. So right now, currently in the game, so during the event, it's about 130,000 people as of this recording, me playing right now. He's not shooting HEBT because he's out of ammo. Brother is not intelligent. And here's the best part. When Gaijin adds the ammo thing to the game, which granted only is going to affect certain vehicles, it's going to allow these guys to do even more from distance. And now he's just going to sit at the back of the map. So this is insane, because now he's going to sit back here and do nothing. So he did all of what he did, and now he's just going to sit here. So I'll bring up again. This guy is, yeah, terrible stats, but top 2,000 in KD. Yeah, shocker how that works. Like I said, people bring up that they think that there's a lot more cheaters in this game than there actually is. There really isn't. I've said it before that a lot of the guys in this game are brand new accounts like this, where they just test their stuff over and over, and they do nothing else with it, and then that's it. They buy these accounts for X amount of dollars, waste their money on it, cheat for a month or two before getting banned, and then rinse and repeat. The problem is that Gaijin is not allowing their Zala purchaser to ban these accounts, because I guarantee a lot of these are coming from like the same accounts or their same purchasing platform, same whatever. The problem is if you ban them after a month, the Zala should not allow a person to refund the money on the account after they get banned, because I'm fairly sure that's what is occurring here, because Gaijin is allowing, like I said, Exala or whatever that purchasing group is called, to allow these guys to get banned over and over. So it's turning into a rinse and repeat situation where they are just not allowing, person like this to be banned, or not allowing this person to just be repeatedly banned, or better yet, track where this person's account is and do a look at that. Yeah, okay, cool. Track where this person's account is, or PC-based ban, and ban hardware ID ban the whole computer, because they can do that. And generally, it tends to be like 1 or 2 components or whatever, but yeah, so do 1 or 2 components, or ban the whole computer, and then go from there. Yes, I am aware you can get around hardware ID bans. That's apparent for all cheaters who have no life and only cheat. But the biggest thing is that, so I was reading a couple things recently, is that Windows 11 is actually doing some stuff with, what's it called? They're doing some stuff with having a hard time with DMA devices, or direct memory access devices. So obviously people will always get around stuff. People are smart. They get around stuff all the time. However, if you're aware, then that means that they are actually preventing people from getting core level access to the PC, and that way anti-cheats like even EAC will be able to function properly, because people can't just use DMA devices to get around it as always. There will always be cheaters in the future. However, this is a good step forward in what it is. Also, still no news about battleeye. Gaijin announced it in the game files, and clearly they didn't like the way it worked, and it's just been thrown into the wind. Shocker how that works. I really didn't expect that. Well, I did expect that, because I knew Gaijin was lazy as crap, and they're just going to keep releasing the current copy-paste vehicle. Yeah, in general, it's becoming kind of a rinse-and-repeat process, and I'm not expecting Gaijin to fix much, because we can see their track record is not very good, and it takes them a month to ban people in waves. And yes, banning in waves is a good idea, but it requires you to update your anti-cheat, which they don't do. So I'm going to leave this here, because this guy has obviously done nothing for the last, of course, 10 minutes of the game. So I'm going to leave this here. If you have a person in question, please try to leave it in the comments below under the pinned comment. And as always, I will hope you have a good rest of your morning, day, evening, or night. Have a good one.